Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone. I am Iram
Walaikum
Munir, Head of CIT Department at Government College of Technology, Lytton on Lahore, and also a PhD scholar in computer science.
Walaikum salam.
It
Thank you,
is
Ms. Iram.
it is a pleasure to have you with us once again. Today we are going to discuss a subject that quietly influences almost every decision we make. That is motivation. Why do we start something with great enthusiasm but lose interest after a few days? Why do some people continue moving forward despite failure, while others give up even when they have the ability to succeed? And most importantly, is motivation something we simply wait for, or is it something we can create and develop? To explore these questions, I am delighted to welcome Dr. Sara Khan. Dr. Sara, welcome to the discussion.
Thank you so much, Iram. Happy to be here. Motivation is a funny beast. People often think it just strikes like lightning, but actually, it tends to be built piece by piece through goals, through purpose, and sometimes through plain discipline when the spark isn't there. The people who keep moving after failure usually anchor themselves to something deeper, like values or a long term vision, rather than just short term wins.
Excellent starting point, Dr. Sara. Now let's begin
Mhm.
with the basics. We often hear people say, I am not motivated. But psychologically, what exactly is motivation?
Hmm. Let me think. Great question. In simple terms, motivation is the drive that gets us going and keeps us moving toward a goal. Psychologists usually talk about two types: intrinsic motivation, which comes from enjoying the activity itself, and extrinsic motivation, like rewards or recognition. But it's not fixed, it changes with context, mood, health, environment.
That's important point. Okay, many people begin the year with ambitious goals. They want to learn a new skill, improve their health, start a business, or advance their career. But after a few weeks, the enthusiasm disappear. Why does this happen?
That's the classic fade. At the start, novelty and optimism give a burst of energy. But when progress feels slow or life gets noisy, that burst isn't enough to carry the routine effort. Without clear structure or small wins along the way, that big vision can feel distant and abstract.
Exactly. Okay, would it be fair to say that discipline is more reliable than motivation?
Yeah, in many cases, yes. Discipline carries you when motivation dips. Think of motivation as the spark and discipline as the engine. You really don't want to wait for that spark. You build small systems, daily steps you can stick to even when you're not feeling it.
Interesting. Let's talk about something very practical. Why are small goals often more effective than extremely ambitious goals?
Small goals give you feedback faster. They build little wins, and each success nudges motivation higher. It's like a staircase rather than one sheer cliff. Big goals can inspire, yes, but without a trail of smaller achievements, they can feel overwhelming and stall out.
Yes, of course. Okay, Dr. Sara, failure is one of the biggest motivation killers. When someone tries repeatedly and does not succeed, how can they maintain motivation?
Failures, yeah, failure stings, and repeated failures can drain energy. But reframing helps. Treat failure as feedback, data about methods, not your worth. Pair that with realistic steps and occasional reflection, and motivation usually bounces back.
That's very powerful. Now let's talk about an environment. Can the people around us actually influence our motivation?
Absolutely. Surroundings matter. Supportive peers can boost your effort, while constant negativity can absolutely drain it. Same with spaces. A bright, organized environment can cue focus, clutter can cue distraction. It's not destiny, but it nudges us. Being intentional about who and what you surround yourself with can make hard work feel easier.
Hmm, very helpful tips. Okay, Dr. Sara, if you had to give our viewers a simple psychological formula for staying motivated, what would it be?
Right. Here is a simple one: clear purpose, small steps, consistent reflection. Know why you care, chip away daily, and check in with yourself. That trio does more than waiting for that spark. And remember, you don't have to be endlessly motivated, just steadily engaged. That is enough.
Okay, great. Dr. Sara, let's end with the message for someone watching us right now who feels completely demotivated. Maybe they have experienced failure, maybe they have been rejected, maybe they started many times but could not continue. What would you say to that person?
Mhm. Thank you, Iram. To everyone listening right now, if you're feeling demotivated, remember your situation doesn't define your future. Ask, what can I learn here? Not, why did I fail? Don't compare your chapter 2 with someone else's chapter 20. Take one doable step forward and be kind to yourself while doing it. Motivation returns when you reconnect with purpose and take that small doable step. You're not broken, just in progress.
Beautiful, said Dr. Sara. And perhaps that is the most important lesson we can take from today's discussion. Motivation may help us begin, but discipline helps us continue, and consistency helps us transform. So, if you are waiting for the perfect moment, don't wait. If you are waiting to feel completely motivated, don't wait. Start with one small step because great achievements are rarely created in one dramatic moment. They are built quietly through small decisions repeated every single day. And always remember, you don't have to be motivated every day. You just have to remain committed to the person you want to become. Thank you, Dr. Sara Khan, for joining us and sharing such valuable psychological insights. And thank
Thank
you
you,
to
Iran.
everyone watching. I'm Iram Munir, and I hope today's discussion has reminds you that your future is not determined by how motivated you feel today. It is shaped by what you choose to do today. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep moving forward. So until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.